Hello students, welcome to VLearn tutorial. In this video, we are going to learn about rationalization of denominators. This is a part of rational and irrational numbers of class 9th ICSE board. So I have chosen few questions where first of all we learn the operations of rational and irrational numbers like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. So before starting the rationalization, this is what we are going to learn. Let's start. So first question says simplify the following. So simplify the following, you can see first part, it's square root 45 minus 3 root 20 plus 4 root 5. So when we are simplifying, so these type of numbers like square root of 45, that square root of 20, we can change them to simplest form. To how to change them? Let us do prime factorization of these numbers. So 45 is basically we know 9 into 5 is 45. So I can do its prime factorization. 9 means 3 into 3 into 5. Then 3 into square root of 20. So if nothing is there, that means this is multiplication. 3 root 20 means 3 into square root 20. Root 45 means 1 root 45. So this is how you can understand. So 20 is, we know in prime factorization, easy way we can do, we know 20 is 4 into 5. So 4 I can write it as 2 into 2 into 5 plus 4 root 5. Now this we can simplify. So 2 3's we can bring it out of the root as 1 3. It will become 3 root 5 minus 3. Again 2 roots we will take out of the root as 1 2. Square root of 5 will be left behind plus 4 root 5. So this will become 3 root 5 minus this we can multiply 3 into 2 we can multiply, this will become 6 root 5 plus 4 root 5. So this we can further simplify. Now you can see 3 root 5 minus 6 root 5 and 4 root 5. So all these numbers like 3, 6 and 4, they have root 5 along with them. That means these terms are like terms. We can add them or subtract them. Suppose if I have 2x plus 5x plus suppose only 2. So these two are 2x and 5x, these are like terms, so we can add them. So 5 plus 2 is 7x and this 2 we have to write it as it is because this 2 is not like with these two. So similarly, now if square root is there with any number, same, suppose if I have 3 root 2 plus 3 root 3. So now you can see with this 3 I have square root of 2 and with this 3 I have square root of 3. So these 3 we will not be able to add because these are unlike terms. But now here we have all the like terms. So we can add or subtract them. So only numbers like normal numbers like 3 minus 6 plus 4. These we can add or subtract accordingly and we can write root 5 along with it. So 3 minus 6 is minus 3 plus 4 root 5. So this root 5 like you can see as if I have taken it common. So minus 3 plus 4, minus plus is minus and the sign which is with the greater number should come with the answer. So this will become 1 root 5. So normally when 1 is there is no need of writing 1. We can simply write it as square root 5 because square root 5 means 1 root 5. So this one we have done. So in this question we have learned how we can add irrational numbers and rational numbers. So let's do second part now. So in second part we have 3 root 3 plus 2 root 27 plus 7 by root 3. So I'll just check it. 3 root 3 plus 2 root 27 plus 7 by root 3. Okay. So same way here also we have to add 3 numbers and the numbers which we have to add are irrational numbers. So 3 root 3. 3 root 3 means 3 into root 3 plus 2 root 27. So root 27 we have to simplify it. See, and sometimes we don't have to simplify if the numbers are like this: square root of 2, square root of 3, square root of 11, because their prime factorization is not possible as these numbers are prime numbers. But like here we have root 27. In previous question we had root 20. So these type of numbers we can simplify with the help of their prime factorization. So 27's prime factorization we can write 3 into 3 into 3 plus 7 by root 3. So this is 3 root 3, and this one square root, like we solve 2 3's, we can take out of the root as 1 3, and 1 3 is left behind under the root. Now 3 root 3 as it is we can write 2 into 3 we can multiply, which will become 6 root 3 plus 7 by root 3. Now these two you can see these are like terms, because with 3 we have root 3, with 6 also we have root 3. So normally we can add them. So numbers we will add 3 and 6. So 3 plus 6 is 9. Along with that root 3 we can write plus 7 by root 3. See, whenever we have irrational number, square root of 3, whenever we have this type of numbers in denominator, what we can do? We can multiply and divide with the same number, this number which is there. So this is known as rationalization. As we will go further, so rationalization in detail I will explain. As of now you can remember, if only we have such numbers in denominator, so we can multiply numerator as well as denominator with the same number. So this will become 7 root 3. Root 3 into root 3 is 3. So we know this thing, root 2 into root 2 is square root of 4. Square root of 4 we know its value is 2. Same way, if root 3 into root 3 we multiply, this will become square root 9, and square root of 9's value is 3. So instead of, so especially when we are multiplying the number, the square root of a number with itself, so directly we can write the answer like this. So suppose if I have square root of 7 into square root of 7, so directly you can write 7. If I have square root of 11 into square root of 11, so 11 you can write. So whenever we are multiplying this type of numbers, their answers directly we can write. Okay, so that is what I have done here. Now I have got this thing. So we know this is one fraction, this is also one fraction. So two fractions, when we have to add, what we can do? We have to make their denominators same if it is not same. So let's do that. So here what denominator we need? 3, because the other fraction has denominator 3. So here we'll multiply this first number with 3, and divide also with 3, or multiply both numerator and denominator with 3. Both ways you can understand. So 3 into 9 is 27. 3 into 1 is 3. Square root of 3 as it is will come 7 by 3 root 3. Now we can simply add them. 27 plus 7 is equals to 34. So 34 root 3 by 3 is the answer. So this is how we can add such numbers. Now let's do the third part. So I hope you are making a note of this along with me, because I'll be just clearing them now. So next one, third part I am going to do. See, in first two parts we have learnt like addition and subtraction of these type of numbers. In third part, let's learn about multiplication. So this is 6 root 5 into 2 root 5. So basically 6 root 5 means 6 into root 5 into 2 into root 5. See, when 2 root 5 here, nothing is written in between, that means it is multiplication. Now how to multiply? Like normal multiplication we do same way we will do. First of all, normal natural numbers you can multiply. So 6 into 2 is 12. So root 5 into root 5. So this type of numbers you can multiply. So square root of 5 into square root of 5 you can multiply. So as I have told you in the previous question also, so square root of a same number when we multiply with itself. So you can write its answer directly as 5. So 12 into 5 is 60. So it was very simple. It is just like a normal multiplication. Here itself I'll explain you. Suppose if here instead of 5, suppose here 4 is there. I'll take some different number because 4 square root is 2. 3 is there. So then what will be the answer? So square root of 5 into square root of 3, this is equals to square root of 15. So in this case, the answer will be 12 root 15. Now let's do fourth part. See, if I am multiplying root 3 into root 4, so its answer will be root 12. If I am multiplying root 3 with root 6, its answer will be root 18. So square root of a number, we can multiply it with square root of the number, like square root of the other number, and full answer we have to write under the root itself, like here I have told you. Now let's do the next one. In next question we will learn about division. So in division, this is 8 root 15 divided by, so divided I am going to write it this way, 2 into root 3 or 2 root 3. So let's break down 15 into its prime factorization. So 8 into square root of 15, I can write 15, we know it is 3 into 5. So its prime factorization I have done. 2 root 3 I can write 2 into root 3. So this I can further write it as this cancellation we can do, because we know when numbers are getting multiplied and up and down cancellation we can do. 2 into 2 is 1, 2 into 4 is 8. So this will become 4. And here itself, I can write this root 3 into root 5. I can write it as square root of 3 into square root of 5, as both the numbers are under the root. So individually I can write by root 3. Root 3 and root 3 we can cancel. So its answer, final answer is 4 root 5 or 4 into square root 5. So we have completed 4 questions as of now. I hope you are able to understand. If you are able to understand, do comment in the comment section, because it motivates me to make more and more videos for you. And you can ask me your doubts also. And you can tell me if any topic you want to make any video. I'll be more than happy to do so. Now let's do the next one. So fifth part I am going to do. In fifth part, again we have to do addition. So this is square root of 24. One second, yes. So square root of 24 by 8 plus square root of 54 by 9. So 24 and 54, these are not prime numbers. So as these numbers are not prime numbers, so what we can do? We can do their prime factorization under the root and we can simplify them. So square root of 24. How we can do? See, we know 4 into 6 is 24. So 4 I can write as 2 into 2. See, if you are not comfortable this way, like in lower classes, the way you have learned, that way also you can do prime factorization. I can just show you. Then if you want, you can do this way also, as it will save your time. Like in lower classes you have learned like this 24. So 2 into 12, then 2 into 6, then 2 into 3, then 3 into 1. Or we know 24 is either 8 into 3 or 6 into 4. Both ways you can do, and then you can make its prime factor. So 4 is 2 into 2, 6 is 2 into 3. Or 8 is 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. So both ways I have done. So whichever way you are comfortable, you can do so. By 854, see 54 we know it is 9 into 6, right? So 9 is what? 3 into 3 is 9. 6 is 2 into 3, or I can write it as 3 into 2. So this way easily we can do prime factorization. So I hope you have understood this. See, once again I'll do 24 we know. See, 24 we know 6 into 4, or maybe 8 into 3. So 6 we can write as 2 into 3. 4 we can write as 2 into 2. So here we can write directly its factors same way. 54 is 6 into 9. So we can write 9 is 3 into 3, 6 is 3 into 2. Now we can simplify two numbers, two twos, one pair. We can take it out of the root as one single number. Remaining what is left? 6 by 8. Plus again these two threes we can take out of the root as 1 3. Left over is 6 by 9. Now we can do cancellation because the numbers are getting multiplied. So when numbers are getting multiplied, up and down cancellation is possible. So 2 into 1, 2 into 2, 3 into 1, 3 into 3. See here, like this cancellation is not possible, only up and down. Crossways cancellation is not possible here. So what we have got now, root 6 by 2 plus root 6 by 3. Now again two fractions. These are basically two fractions. This is 1 root 6, here also 1 root 6. So when fractions we have to add, we have to take LCM, or in other words we have to make denominator same. Now both the numbers are prime numbers. So how we can make this? We can multiply up and down with 3. This we can multiply up and down with 2. Why? Because 2 into 3 is 6, 3 into 2 is 6. So with whichever number we are multiplying denominator, say with same number we have to multiply numerator also. So what we'll get? The outer number will multiply. Don't multiply this 3 with inside and make it root 18. No. So we'll multiply it with 1. So this will become 3 root 6 by 6. Plus this with 1 will multiply 2 root 6 by 6. 3 root 6 by 6 plus 2 root 6. Now these are like terms. See, with both the numbers we have root 6. So that means these numbers are like numbers. So we can add them and subtract them as per their signs. So 3 plus 2, these numbers only we can add. 3 plus 2 is 5. Along with 5 we can write root 6 by 6. So this is the answer, 5 by 6 root 6. So this is not visible as my photo is there. Okay, I'll just write it here. So the final answer, I hope you have understood. If this step you are adding 3 and 2, this will become 5 root 6 by 6. Yes, so it is visible now. So we have completed 5 parts here. Let's do the 6th one. I hope you have noted down this one. I'm just going to clear this as I need space for the last part of this one. And make sure, try to do whenever you are seeing any video, your notebook should be with you. As I am doing the question, try to solve the questions along with me so that you have good understanding. The sixth one, 3 root 8, 3 by root 8 plus 1 by root 2. Now this we can simplify, as 8 is not a prime number. So that means 8 we can simplify by its prime factorization. So 8 we know it is 2 into 2 into 2 plus 1 by root 2. Now this we can simplify. 2 2's we can, because it's a pair, 2 2's we can take out of the root as 1 2, 2 root 2. And you can remember this is very commonly used. So square root of 8, its value is 2 root 2. I have shown you how we got it. Plus 1 by root 2. Now these are two fractions. So normally, like if two fractions are there, for adding two fractions we have to make their denominator same. So how we can make its denominator? So this side denominator is 2 root 2. So if this side also up and down we multiply with 2, we'll be getting the same thing. So this is 3 by 2 root 2 plus 1 into 2 is 2, 2 into root 2 is 2 root 2. So now these are these numbers we can add. So here I'll write, so 3 plus 2 is 5, denominator one single time we can write 5 by 2 root 2. Yes, it's visible. So here I can write 5 by 2 root 2. So with this we have completed simple operations of rational and irrational numbers. So we have learned here, we have got idea how to add, how to subtract, multiply or divide rational and irrational numbers, right? Then let's do second main. See, after I complete this video, I will give you few questions for practice so that you can understand whether really you've understood or not. Okay, let's do second one. Here we will learn few more operations when the numbers are simple like when the given questions are like this. Like somewhere bracket multiplications are there, binomial multiplication as you have learned, or somewhere like if identities we can apply and make our calculations easy. So which identities you should know? I'm sure you already know also, so let me recap the identities which we might have to use. So three commonly used identities are a square minus b square is equals to a plus b into a minus b. First one. Second one is a plus b whole square is equals to a square plus b square plus 2ab. So third one is a minus b whole square is equals to a square plus b square minus 2ab. So these are the identities. These identities are very important when we have to do questions related to rationalization. So first of all, some simple questions we will solve. Then in the next question, I'll be explaining you rationalization. So let's start. So here first one is this one. First is 5 plus root 7 into 2 plus root 5. So two brackets are there. See, when you can use any identity, first of all, you have to figure out. See here, a plus b and a minus b form, if it is there, that means both the brackets, the numbers, the expressions are same, but the signs are opposite. So that time we can use first. Square means when both the brackets are same, so we can write it in square form and do it. So it can be either in plus form or minus form. So here in this question you can see both the brackets are completely different. So that means we cannot use here any of the above identity. So simple bracket multiplication we have to do. So how to do? First of all, first term we'll write of first bracket, then we can solve it. So 5 into 2 plus root 5. So first term of first bracket I have written, then I have written entire second bracket plus root 7. I have written second term of first bracket, then 2 plus root 5. Like normally bracket multiplication we do same way. So first term, then full bracket, then whatever mathematical operation here plus is there, plus root 7 into again second bracket. So I can just multiply, bracket means multiplication. So this we can multiply now. So 5 into 2, 10 plus 5 into root 5. So 5 into root 5 means 5 root 5. Don't write it as square root of 25. Okay, that is root 5 into root 5. So this is 1 5 and 1 square root 5. Then this is square root of 7 into 2. So this will become 2 root 7. Don't write it as root 7 first and then 2. So normal natural number we have to write at the starting, then irrational number we will write. Plus this is square root of 7 into square root of 5. So both the numbers are square root. So 5 into 7 is 35. Under the root we will write. Like it's square root we will write. Now we can simplify. If any of the term we see is like any of the terms are like term, we can add or subtract it. If all the terms are different, we have to leave it here itself. Then 10, with 10 no other like term, with with 5 root 5 also no like term, with 2 root 7 also no. So all the terms are different. Since all the terms are different, so this is our final answer. See, if any term has square root of 5, that means that term will be like with this. If any term has square root of 7, that means it is like with this. And this also root 35, we cannot further break it. If you break it also, we'll be getting root 7 into root 5. So it doesn't make any difference. We can write it in this way only. So this question's answer is this only because all the terms are different. All terms are unlike term. So let me do the second part. So second part, I'll just clear this one. Again, first thing which we have to do, we have to check whether we can use any identity. See here, it is 5 plus root 5 into 5 minus root 5. So we can see here, I told you how we can check. The first identity, how we can check, see both A, B are same, but only the mathematical operation is different. Right here plus is there, in the second one minus is there, or it can be opposite also, minus in the first one, plus in the second one. So this is 5, here also 5, here root 5, here also root 5. So A and B, I got it. A is what? You can write the values to avoid mistakes. So A is 5, B is root 5. So I have got this form, A plus B into A minus B. Right? A plus B, A minus B. Now what is A plus B into A minus B? So A plus B into A minus B is A square minus B square. Better to write this way so that when we are substituting, there won't be any mistakes. So A's value, now I can substitute. A is 5 square, B's value is square root of 5, square root of 5 square. Right? Now we can simplify this one. 5 square is 25. Square root of 5 square. So what is the meaning of square? The same number getting multiplied, the number getting multiplied by itself. So square root of 5 means square root of 5 into square root of 5, which is equals to 5. Directly I am writing as I have told you at the starting itself. So 25 minus 5 is equals to 20. Now you can see here we are adding rational plus irrational. We are subtracting and then multiplying. But what type of number we have got in our answer? In our answer we have got rational number. See, if you want to see the meaning and more about rational numbers, I've already made one video. I've already shared the link in the description. You can go through that video also to get more idea about rational numbers. Okay, let's do now the third part. Okay, I'm just going to clear this one, or we'll do in the next page. So root 5 plus, the question is root 5 plus root 2 whole square. Let me check it. Root 5 plus root 2. This is very easy to see. See this one, it's clearly given A plus B whole square. So that means we have to use identity. So A plus B whole square. What is A plus B whole square? So first of all, write down what is A. A is root 5. What is B? B is root 2. Okay. So first of all, write this form, the given form. Given form is A plus B whole square. Now let's expand it. As I've told you, it's expansion already. So this is A square plus B square plus 2 into AB. Now we can do it substitution. So A's place, write its value. So A is root 5 square, plus B is root 2 square, root 5 square plus root 2 square plus 2 into root 5 into root 2. So root 5 square, again root 5 into root 5, which is equals to 5, or directly square root and square you can cancel. Square root and square you can cancel, because square root means power 1 by 2. So square root of 2 means 2 to the power 1 by 2 and whole power 2. So this and this will get cancelled. See, these things more we will learn when we will do indices. So 5 plus 2. So 2 into, again same as I've told you, 2 as it is will write. So these numbers when we multiply, it will become root 10, because 5 into 2 is 10. 10 should come under the root because we are multiplying root 5 into root 2. Now like terms we can add. 5 and 2, they are like because these are natural numbers. So we can add them. 5 plus 2 is 7 plus 2 root 10, as it is it will come. Now these two are unlike terms. So unlike terms we cannot add. So this means this is the final answer. So with this we have completed this question. Here we have used one identity. With the help of identity, this question became very easy. Now let's do the next one. Fourth one. In fourth one also we can use identity. I'm sure you have made out which identity we have to use here. It's a direct question. it is given to us in the form of identity. So this is fourth part I am going to do. This is root 3 minus root 2 whole square. So which identity? This is clearly given a minus b whole square. So what is a? A is root 3. What is b? B is root 7. So identity we can apply. I am writing first of all a minus b whole square. You can also write in this way to avoid mistakes. So a minus b whole square, it's expansion because this is the given form. See, a minus b whole square is given to us. So first of all I am writing the given form, then I am writing its expansion, which is a square plus b square. So identity is a minus b whole square. So a minus b whole square is what? A square. See here with b square plus is there. Most of the time I have seen students doing mistake. They are writing minus with b square. See here it is positive, only 2ab term. With 2ab term you have to write minus. So a square plus b square minus 2ab. This is the expansion. So a's value we have. See when we write values, then directly we can substitute, and there are less chances of doing it wrong. So a's value is root 3 square plus root 7 square minus 2 into root 3 into root 7. So root 3 square and root will get cancelled. So don't do if you have some number like this. Okay, don't do in that case. Only if only square root of that number is there, then you can directly cancel it. So this will become 3 plus 7 minus, in any way you can understand. Okay, like we are doing square also, root 3 into root 3, this is equals to root 9, which is equals to 3. We are doing root 7 into square means multiplying the number with itself. That's it. Minus 2 root 3 into root 7, this is equals to square root of 21. Root means normal root, means it's square root only. If it is cube root or fourth root, then we have to always mention. So as you have seen me, I am pronouncing sometimes root or sometimes I say square root. So both the things are same. So 3 plus 7 is 10. Because these are like terms, so these are natural numbers, we can add them. Minus 2 root 21. So with this our question is completed, because further we cannot add or subtract them. Both of the terms are unlike terms. So we have completed first one, the second, third and fourth. Now let's do fifth one. First of all we have to check, can we use any identity? If identity can be used, then we have to do the question using identity, or else directly we can multiply. Sometimes using of identity is not possible. So in those cases we have to do direct multiplication. So bracket multiplication. So like we did first question, square root of 2 plus square root of 3 into square root of 5 plus square root of 7. As you can see here, both the brackets are different. So that means we cannot apply any of the identity here. So we have to do multiplication. So first term of first bracket I am writing, then full second bracket, square root of 5 plus square root of 2 plus square root of 3. See, first term of first bracket, then full second bracket. Then along with the mathematical operation, I have to write second term of the first bracket, then again full second bracket. Then we can multiply like normal multiplication, but this term, this number, the number which is written outside the bracket, with both the numbers we have to multiply. So square root of 2 into square root of 5 is root 10 plus root 2 into root 2. Directly you can write, don't write first of all square root of 4. Directly you can write it as 2. So I told you root 2 into root 2 is 2, root 4 into root 4 is 4. So that thing we can use. Now square root of 3 into square root of 15, square root of 5, this is square root of 15. And square root of 3 into square root of 2, this is equals to square root of 6. Now here itself you can see all the terms are unlike, they're different. So that means this is our final answer. After this step we won't be able to add them or subtract them, because only like terms can be added or subtracted. These all are unlike terms. Now let's do last part of this one, sixth one. 4 plus root 5 into root 3 minus root 7. In this one also, all the terms are different. So that means same way we have to do like we did the previous part. No use of identity is possible. So first term of first bracket, then full second bracket, then along with the mathematical operation I have to write second term of first bracket, then full second bracket. So this we can do multiplication with both the numbers. You have to do multiplication. So 4 into root 3 is 4 root 3 minus 4 into root 7 is 4 root 7. Root 5 into root 3 is root 15 minus root 5 into root 7 is root 35. So again these numbers, all of the four numbers are different. Like terms, if I say all of the terms are again unlike, so that means further these terms cannot be added or subtracted. So this is the final answer. Now let's do the next one. Now here in these first two questions we have learned like basic operations. We have learned like how to do multiplications, how to do addition, subtraction. Now we can start with the rationalization. And in this video, very simple rationalization I will do. Very simple question like the basic questions. Then afterwards, I will be giving you few practice problems. Then in tomorrow's video. So from tomorrow onwards, I am planning to do the live videos so that you people can learn and give your doubts me on the live chat itself. So again, in tomorrow's video also, I will be continuing with the rationalization topic only. But what I'll do, I will be taking a live class so that you can give me your doubts the same time itself. Okay, let's start. Now we are going to learn about rationalization. So what is rationalization? So rationalization means, see, this is 3 by 4 root 5. See, rationalization means here whenever in denominator, as you can see, I have given few questions. In all of these questions, I have irrational numbers present in the denominator. So irrational numbers means what? Like square root of 2, square root of 3, square root of 5. Like the numbers which are not perfect squares. And if I am calculating their square roots, I will not be getting any like any exact answer. Like if we calculate their answer, what type of answers I'll get? I'll be getting non-terminating, non-recurring numbers. So as of now, you can remember like what are irrational numbers. Like irrational numbers, when you are calculating, it can be in the form of fraction also. It can be in this form also. So their answer is always non-terminating, non-recurring. Like when you are solving it in this way, it will come. So here its answer will be this form. Like the numbers, they are non-repeating, and the numbers, they are non-terminating as well. See, this means the number is not getting terminating. Like normal example or general example of irrational numbers is pi. Okay, so these type of numbers. So in depth, I'm not going to discuss here what are rational and what are irrational, because here I'm only going to teach you about how to do rationalization and why we do rationalization. So rationalization, I've told you, whenever the denominator is irrational number, that time we do rationalization. Okay, so here here denominator is irrational number. As you can see, the square root of 5 is there. So how to do? This is single number. So if this type of number is there, you just have to see which irrational number is there. Here root 5 is there. So with root 5 up and down, you can multiply. Okay, so rationalization is done, and this number with which we are multiplying numerator as well as denominator, this number is known as rationalization factor. So this number is known as rationalization factor. So this is 3 root 5, because 3 into root 5 is 3 root 5. 3 into root 5 is 3 root 5. See, these multiplications I have taught you in the previous question. Now 3 root 5. So 3 root 5 into root 5. So this means this is getting multiplied this one, and denominator is getting multiplied with this one. So 3 into root 5, when we multiply with root 5, the answer is 5. So the answer will be 3 is already there. This 3, okay, here 4 was there, right? So here 4 is there. In the question 4 is there, I just wrote it wrong. So there is 3 root 5 by 20. So this is the answer. Let's do second part. So similar to first one, we have second part also. This is 5 root 7 by root 3. So here also we have irrational number in denominator. So whenever we have irrational numbers, what we can do? We can, with this number itself, which number? See, here we had two numbers, one rational, which is 4, one irrational. Only irrational number you have to choose. So here which one is the irrational number? So here irrational number is root 3. So with root 3 we will multiply numerator as well as denominator. So 5 into root 7 into root 3. So square root of 7 will get multiplied with square root of 3, and the answer is square root of 21. Now square root of 3 into square root of 3 is 3. So this one's answer is 5 root 21 by 3. Now let's do the next part. So this is rationalization when we are doing it when single number is there in the denominator. Now you can see in all of the questions, now we have two numbers getting added or subtracted. So accordingly we will do now. So this is very, very important. So third part. In third part, the question is 3 by 4 minus root 7. So now when we have this type of expressions, what we will do, this full number we will write. 4 minus, see here if minus is there, we will write plus. 4 plus root 7 by 4 plus, same number up and down we will write. So whatever number is there at the denominator part, same thing, only if here in denominator we have minus sign, in the this is rationalizing factor. 4 plus root 7 is the rationalizing factor. So sign will be opposite. Now this numerator is getting multiplied with numerator and denominator with denominator. So normal like bracket multiplication we can do. So 3 with 4 also, and 3 with 7 also will multiply. So this will become 3 into 4 is 12 plus 3 into root 7 is 3 root 7. By in denominator of these type of questions, always we will be using identity. When I am saying always, that means always, without fail, always we have to use this identity, which is a square minus b square, which is equals to a plus b into a minus b. So this form will be there. A plus b into a minus b, always it will be there, and we will be just writing this one. So here I have this form, a minus b into a plus b. A is 4. So 4 square minus root 7 whole square. See, I have written this form, a square minus b square. This form was already there. Okay, so 12 plus 3 root 7 as it is we have to write. And denominator we can further simplify. 4 square means 4 into 4, which is equals to 16. So the root 7 square is 7. So which is equals to 12 plus 3 root 7 by 16 minus 7 is 9. Now we can individually write it. So 12 by 9 plus 3 by 9 root 7. See, always do this thing when you are simplifying. After this step, always write this step. Why? Because we can do cancellation. 3 into 4, 3 into 3. So final answer will be 4 by 3 plus 3 into 1, 3 into 3. 1 by 3 root 7. So 4 by 3 plus 1 by 3 root 7. See, sometimes one mistake students will do, so they will cancel like this. So to avoid this type of mistakes, because when terms are getting added, we cannot do cancellation up and down. Only if the terms are getting multiplied, we can do cancellation. So to avoid this, we have to write it in this form, then we can do cancellation. With this, third part is done. Now let's do fourth one. So fourth one is 17 by 3 root 2 plus 1. So 17 by 3 root 2 plus 1. Okay, so same thing I have told you, whatever is denominator. So same number but with the opposite sign is the rationalizing factor. So here 3 root 2 plus 1 is there. So this will be 3 root 2 minus 1. Up and down same thing you have to write. So numerator will get multiplied with numerator, denominator with denominator. So this will multiply, like multiplication I have already taught you. So this with this also and this with this also. So 17 into 3 we will multiply. 17 into 3. This is equals to 51. Root 2 as it is will come. Minus 17 into 1 is 17. Then 3 root 2. So denominator I have already told you a square minus b square, because this is a plus b into a minus b. This, what is our a, you have to be very, see, first term will always be a, first number will always be a, 3 root 2, and second number will always be b. So 3 root 2's square minus 1's. Here always minus. I have seen students doing mistake writing this as plus because here first plus is there. No, this is always minus. So 3 root squares, how we will do? 3 root 2 into 3 root 2. So 3 into 3 is 9, root 2 into root 2 is 2. So which is equals to 18. So we have got 51 root 2 minus 17 by 18 minus 1. So 51 by 2 minus 17 by 17. 18 minus 1 is 17. So let's write it individually. So this will become 51 root 2 by 17 minus 17 by 17. See, with each it will come. So 17 into 3 we can do cancellation because they are getting multiplied. 17 into 17. So final answer here I am writing. So which is equals to 3 root 2 minus 1. So this is the final answer of this one. So directly also, if you don't multiply in this question only, if you don't multiply, I'll just show you here. This thing will become, this is 17, 3 root 2 minus 1 by 17 we will get. Here I have shown you how this 17 and 17 directly also we can cancel and we'll be getting the same answer only. So both ways you can do. Okay, let's do next question now. So what is next question? I'm just clearing the space. So 4 parts we have done. I hope you are able to understand how to do rationalization. It's very, very simple. Now let's do fifth one. 16 by root 41 minus 5. So rationalizing same denominator but with the opposite sign. So denominator is 41 minus 5. So this will be plus. So square root of 41 plus. Because here minus was there, so here plus will come. Now this will get multiplied. So first of all, let's simplify the denominator. I am just writing it as it is. So this is square root of 41. Like I told you, a square minus b square. Always a square minus b square. Here a is first term, which is 41, root 41, b is 5. So this will become 16 into root 41 plus 5. Root 41 I have written 14 by mistake. Root 41 is 41 minus 25. So 41 minus 5 square is 25. I hope I am not very fast. So this is 11 minus 5, 6, 3 minus, this is 16. So you can see again the similar kind of question we have got like I told you previous one. So 16 and 16 you can cancel. So final answer is root 41 plus 5. So this way we can do. With this fifth part we have done. It was very, very simple. Let's do sixth one. I hope you are doing the questions along with me, because I'm clearing. If you're not doing, you're just seeing the video, and for understanding you can take screenshots and then later on the practice worksheet which I have given, you can try to solve that. Okay, so next one I am doing 1 by root 7 minus root 6. So same again with rationalization, we have to simplify it because in denominator we have irrational numbers, right? So root 7, here minus is there, it will be plus. So root 7 plus root 6, root 7 plus root 6. So with 1 we can multiply. With 1 if we multiply, it will be same root 7 plus root 6 and denominator is root 7 square minus root 6 square, because always I have told you it is a square minus b square, because a plus b into a minus b form is given to us here minus. So root 7 plus root 6, here square root of 7 square is 7, like so many times now I have explained you. If like this is their square and square root, you can cancel also. So final answer is root 7 plus root 6 by 1, no need of writing. So this type of question are very easy. I can here simple rationalization we are doing, very basic questions, because this is just the first video and I have just explained you the basics. So that's why in next video I'll be doing little hard questions as well. So next part, root 5 plus root 2. So same root 5 minus root 2, because here plus is there. So root 5 minus root 2 with 1, if I am multiplying the same answer, denominator we have to do a square minus b square. A is root 5, b is root 2. So root 5 minus root 2 as it is will come, because we can't further add them or subtract them. Both are unlike. So root 5 square is 5 minus 2. So its answer will be root 5 minus root 2 by, see by full 3 will come. So I am writing individually like I have told you. Okay, so with this we have completed this question as well. Now let's do the last question of this video. And after this I'll be sharing I'll be sharing few practice questions. Those questions you can try yourself and you can really understand like whether you have understood this concept or not. So root 2 plus root 3 by root 2 minus root 3. Denominator root 2 minus is there in denominator, here it will be plus root 2 plus root 3, root 2 plus root 3. Numerator will get multiplied with numerator, denominator will get multiplied with denominator. Now here see numerator, both the numbers are same. Root 2 plus root 3, root 2 plus root 3. If both numbers are same, we can use here also identity. Which identity we can use? See here, don't do bracket multiplication. Root 2 plus 3 into root 2 plus 3, write it as root 2 plus 3 whole square. Okay. Then denominator same thing, because it is always in a minus b, a plus b into a minus b form. So we have to write it in a square minus b square. So a is the first one, which is root 2, a square minus b square. B is root 3. Okay, so this I'll just write here. This is the a plus b whole square form is there. So which is equals to a square plus b square plus 2ab. Identity once again I am writing. See, a in this question is root 2, b in this question is root 3. So you can, it's better to write it down. So a square, from here you can substitute. Here I'll just write so a square is a's value is root 2. So root 2 square plus root 3 plus 2 into root 2 into root 3. See, I've just substituted like I've shown you in previous question also. So root 2 square is root 2. Root 2 square is 2. Root 3 square is 3 plus 2 into root 2 into root 3 is root 6. Okay, so this value here directly now I will write 2 plus 3 is 5. Plus 2 root 6. See, this thing I have simplified here. Numerator of this question I have simplified here. What we have done, we have just applied the identity. So denominator is a square minus b square, which I can write as 2 minus 3. So 5 plus 2 root 6. 2 minus 3 is minus 1. So this is the answer of this question, or you can shift the minus sign to the numerator. So this will become minus 5, because when individually if you write also minus 5 and minus 2 by 2 into root 6, because ultimately this will become 5 by minus 1 plus 2 by minus 1, right? When separately we are writing. So its final answer will be minus 5 minus 2 root 6. Okay. So with this we have learned rationalization, like basic rationalization. So here I'm sharing few practice problem. You can try to do these problems and comment the answers in the comment section. If you have understood, please comment. If you have liked the video, you share it with your friends also, so that I can get a motivation to make more and more videos. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope to see you in my next video of the same topic.